Hey everyone, this is the Bear Down Ball Out podcast. This is Big Drew, and today we're talking about buying playoff tickets to Soldier Field for the Bears Rams game. We know it's going to be cold. We know everyone's going to be amped up. I'm super excited. I went last week to the Bears Packers game and had the time of my life. Now, we also know that tickets are really expensive, and a lot of us are on a budget, and we're coming off Christmas, the holidays, we got things going on, and it's hard to break the bank to do these kind of things. But my advice is go to the game. If you've been watching them at home or watching them at the bar, there is nothing compared to the playoff experience, the do or die moment, the energy and adrenaline of going to the game. I had the best time last week. Just unbelievable time. Of course, the Bears won, so it made it one of those lifetime games that we're going to talk about for 100 years. And you don't want to miss out to this weekend's game. So if you're feeling like you can't afford it, flip the script in your mind and start thinking about that you can't afford not to go. Because if they win and we go on to the next game and we go on to the Super Bowl, you're going to be super bummed out. You sat at your house by yourself with your little bowl of chips and hanging out, and you didn't go. So make the move, start looking at tickets. Now you got a couple options. You can either break the bank, throw down the cash, and sit front row area, level one, and you're probably going to be talking 800, really, let's just say $1,000 a ticket. That's a chunk of change. By the time you throw in drinks, by the time you throw in food, you throw in parking and whatever else you got to do to get down there for the day, hey, that's a $1,500 day. And Lord forbid we lose, and then you're really bummed out. I've traveled to big games. I went to the Bears Miami Super Bowl in 2006. Um, and when we lost, you have that sad look on your face when you're sitting at the airport. You still got your clothes on, you're still in your jersey, and you just spent 5 grand, 5 grand to watch your team lose. And you're bitter and you're pissed, and it sucks. I don't even travel for big games anymore. I prefer at that point to stay home or go to the bar. But when you have the opportunity, if you're here in Chicago, that's when you do take the chance to go. You don't have to get the hotel and you don't have to, buy the airline tickets. So for the Bears Packers game, I bought upper deck seats, level 440, I think it was. I paid about $400 and I had a blast. What you got to do is shift your mind. If you're going to sit upper deck or if you're going to buy those tickets, it's about the experience. You're not stressed out. You're having a good time. If you buy lower level, you're wanting your experience to be perfect. Everything's got to be perfect. Your view's got to be perfect. The people sitting next to you's got to be perfect. The food, the parking, and then you're really kind of stressed out about the entire experience. You're not free having a good time because you're really still thinking about the pocket change you just spent. But when you go upper deck, you're sitting back, you're having fun, you're like, these are great seats. This is a great view. This is good enough. I'm happy. So take the extra time when you go to the tailgates. Take extra time, get there a few hours early, park early, walk around, go to the tailgates, get your seats early, take extra pictures, get the food, go to the bathroom, and enjoy the experience. So that upper level ticket is the experience, and you really won't look back and regret it. You'll have such a good time. You'll tell your kids. Hopefully, you'll bring your kids to the game. So I'm a big advocate of mid-level and upper-level tickets. I've sat front row for a ton of sports events, and to be honest, I haven't had that much better of a time sitting front row at the Cubs game as I do just sitting in the bleachers of the Cubs. The only chance I've really made a difference is when you sat front row at a Blackhawks game and you get to slap the ice a little bit. I mean, slap the glass and you can pound on the glass during a fight and kind of get into it. That's about the only thing I've ever experienced in sports where it really did change my event, having fun and what I could do versus what I couldn't do. If you sit upper deck at Soldier Field, you can do all the same stuff as the people that sit front row. If you sit in the bleachers at Cubs Stadium at Wrigley, you can do all the stuff that people can't. that people do over there behind home plate. In fact, you catch home runs. You have that, you have batting practice. You're out there 2 hours early catching home runs. So again, so basketball, same thing. Unless you're going to spend 5 grand to sit courtside on a playoff game and hope that Derrick Rose bumps into you and spills your beer all over yourself. Come on, what are we talking about here? So Big Drew says, go to the game, have a blast, take extra time to experience the entire day. Don't rush down there at the last second. Go early, have extra time, take pictures, sit mid level, sit upper deck. I looked at tickets on StubHub and the prices are coming down. There's thousands of tickets left. I looked at tickets on SeatGeek. There's not a lot of tickets there. That's where I bought mine last week, actually, and I caught a good deal. But again, you'll start seeing people come down in price. Ticketmaster has a lot of tickets. Something tells me that everyone really got excited about the Packers game. Everybody went to the game, and that this week they're not as amped up about going to the Rams game, and it's also going to be 0 degrees. We might not sell out. This is kind of what I'm thinking, which will be a bummer because we need everybody, we need the crowd, but there's a lot of sellers putting tickets up for $2,000 and $3,000 right now, and then there's also people backing out and putting their tickets back up for sale, saying, you know what, it's going to be too cold. I don't want to deal with it. I'm staying home. Um, so if you can hold out and diamond hand through today, tomorrow morning you're going to see sellers paper hand their prices. Sellers are going to drop their prices because they've been listed high and now they're bailing out. They got to sell. They got to sell because now this is the last chance to take the sale. You got a couple hours left before game time, and they're just going to start chipping away, and you might end up finding yourself a $500 front row ticket. It happens. You might find a $500 mid-level ticket. So play the game. Don't worry about the seat itself. Once you get in, you're going to have a blast. But take the chance. Go to the event. You'll remember it for the rest of your life. Bear down, ball out. Bears 27, Rams 24. We're winning. We're staying at home. We're going to play Soldier Field next week because the 49ers are going to win tonight against Seattle. You heard it here. Let's go.